Okay, good morning, people. Welcome back to another episode of Russian Fishing 4. Today we're going to do potato and pear at Bear Lake. It's a spot that's been firing off pretty well in the last few days, so we'll give it a go and see what we can catch. I had a little play here yesterday. I did not personally catch a fish over 10 kilo, but I did get half a dozen black carp, so that made up money-wise. I think I ended up with about 280 silver in just on the hour, so decent enough. If I could repeat that, I'll be very happy. Once again, Russian Fishing 4 crashed my computer. I was working on the third rod, ready just about to cast out, and everything shut down, so we've had to relog. Hopefully we'll be good to go for the rest of the day now. Just means I have to reset everything one more time, but that's the way it goes. We're good to go now, though. So what would I like to achieve today? Well, I'd like to catch plenty of black carp. I'm guessing I'd like to get a trophy. I'm not real sure about that. There's a lot of hard work on my rods. Now, I had all this set before the game decided to crash my computer. 22 seems to be the most popular clip here. However, other people have been using out to 25 and having similar success. What have we done here? Oh, I see. 28, that'll be good enough. Just confirm that. Yeah, 22, we're good, we're golden. Let's get it out there. Look at that wild cast out to the right. And this little fellow, we're just going to run a stock standard pear. Potato, idiot. Well, a potato. Now, we'll get the old spod rod out. Where are we? Here we are. Do the bezel out here. Okay, now I want to check what we had on this one. Back, cancel. What do we have here? Did we crush a boiler? Yeah, we did. We crushed an 8 and a 10. Okay. We'll leave that one on there for now. I'm not sure that's the best we can do, but it'll do for now. I think we've got a fish here somewhere. There we go. First one of the day within 3 minutes. Very nice. Not a monster, but as I said, when I fished it yesterday, I didn't catch any over 10 kilo. Well, I did catch half a dozen blacks, so kind of makes up for it a bit. What have we got here? First fish of the day. First fish of the day, big, fat, juicy Gibel trophy. There you go. Can't argue with that one. Surely not. Alright. Let's have a quick look at the crafting and what I can make in the way of another dry mix. What will we call it? BL for Bear Lake. And we'll call it Pear 2. Yeah, I think they pretty much all still start with corn flour here. Let's click down here into These ones. We can put one of each of these in, I think. Let's give this a go. This will be our next one if this one's unsuccessful. And I bought a different attractant. Just have to find it. I know I said something pear, but what pear I can't remember. I'm sure I bought it. Where are you? Ah, right pear. There we go. Okay. Now I think we'll make another one. And I think that'll do us. Yeah, hopefully the spot's going to fire off again today. It has been hot for a number of days, so I guess they do tend to disappear after a while. I did click that, didn't I? Yeah. Let's hope it's not today. Let's hope we get a nice, at least get a good first hour of fish in here. I did catch a lot of gibels here yesterday as well, but not a trophy like that guy. Might even be my biggest, 2.4. Quite possibly my biggest. Oh no, 2.59. Where'd I catch that guy? Mosquito. Okay. Okay, I'm going to definitely change over this spot already. This is a bit of a mix and match one. I mean, I did crush a boilie and put in here, which normally would help. About like pair number 2. Let's see if this makes a difference. Yeah, where's that line going? All over the shop. That's okay. Someone just got hit hard. The leader is broken. Hopefully the daytime fishing will lift it. There we go. We get a bite there. Very nice. Now I've got a couple of bites going. No, we're all just looking and no, we're still alive. There we go on the middle one. It doesn't seem to be an overly big fish. This is on there, Mr. Potato. Little grassy, is it? Yeah. Just to keep it out. Looks like the other one's decided to. Oh, he might be hanging around. I think he might be there. Is he there? I think he is. There he goes. Now, this being the weakest setup, the slightly weaker rod than the others by about 10 kilos. I put the smaller boilies on here, which I think means you're going to catch small. Well, you should catch smaller fish, but it doesn't stop you catching big ones. If that makes any sense. We probably should have a higher bite rate on this one than the other two. Let's hope they're not too dissimilar. So anyway, we're away for the day. Got 3 in a bag inside 10 minutes. So we can't complain about that. I've not checked the weather. Let's have a quick squeeze at the weather. No, we got fine weather. Not going to have any problems with the weather while we're here. So hopefully it means I don't have to waste too much tea and coffee keeping his strength, etc. up because the weather's going to be good. Now I'm going to say that's a grassy tapping on there. Something else a monster I wouldn't have thought, not by the way it's tapping that around. Struggling to pull the rod down. As I said, I've got slightly smaller boilies on this one, so quite feasible that we'll catch smaller fish on it as well. I wouldn't even mind betting this was a little gibel actually. It'll be a gibel or a grassy, and it'll be small. Been tapping away there now for 5 minutes. Come on, son, swallow your dinner. All that playing around is, oh, maybe we've got him now. It's only a maybe. Oh, he's there. He's on there now. There he goes. Well, maybe it's not a gibel. It's probably going to be a bit too big for that. Well, if it's a gibel, it's probably going to be a blue tag. Yeah, in comes a grassy. Yeah, just under 4 kilos, so quite small in the scheme of things. We can hold this bite rate for the day, it will do pretty decent, but I think we'll probably maybe get it for an hour or two, then it tends to drop off. Good morning, Orphalizer. How are you today? Yeah, I heard that little run already. So this is a bit more substantial, this fish. Did peel a small amount of line off on us. Okay, where are you fishing? Yeah, nearly 8 kilo that one. That's a bit better, more healthy. Okay. I tried there. Oh, yeah, I tried there yesterday, and yeah, it was very slow. Oh, for bleak, okay. Yeah, I fished out a little bit yesterday or last night my time for some buffalo, and I hooked up one that did a big double run around the islands. I couldn't get it back, so ended up exiting out of the game and losing that one, which is a bit disappointing. Would have been a good fish, but I had no way of chasing it. So we're just going to try and fill the bag up here full of grassies, blacks, tench. What else did I catch here yesterday? Commons, barbel, whatever jumps on. Mirrors, leathers. Yeah, those smaller boilies are certainly attracting the bite. But these are probably a bit bigger on these ones. Poor old Mr. Potato in the middle's not catching nothing at the minute. Saved from the bait bucket by a little bit. So it's two with the best place for bleak, or you just happen to be there anyway? Oh, oh really? 2 kilo, that's a lot, amazing. They make it weekly or something, do it? Oh, got a couple of taps there, and oh, there we go. Oh, no, thought about it. The middle one will go. Okay. Let's deal with the potato first. It's only small. Well, it's definitely one for the bait bucket, that one. First one of the day. Hope it's the last. These 4 kilo mirrors are loving this bait setup. The smaller boilies, they're flogging it. Okay, yep. Yeah, I guess there's a spot on every map for them as long as it's working. Well, we've just turned over 20 minutes of the stream. We've got 11 fish in the bag already. This was fish number 1 of the day, a trophy Gibel. I've got to cut that guy out, so we're down to 10. So about a fish every 2 minutes. I think there's a little blighter on here somewhere. Yep, there he is. Yeah, we did make some more. So where are they? Black. There we go. Oh, it looks up in the air when I do that. Anyway, someone just landed a nice black, 8 kilos. Oh, that sounds promising. I had a couple of fights on this rod yesterday here, but none of them actually went over 10. So just under 10, 9.8, 9.7. I don't know why it struggles so much with fish that weight. It's got plenty heavy enough line and leader on it. Yeah, I don't know how long the bite rate will hold up for. I'm hoping it'll stick around for quite a while. I had a little play offline last night here for about an hour, and I got 32, I think it was, in the hour. And it's about 280 silver. That was selling them here, so possibly could have done a little better if I'd sold it at Amber. But of course, got to pay for the travel back there, and I wasn't planning on fishing Amber today. Try and give him a bit of a hurry up and get him in. Decent looking size out there. So that ain't what we got, bigger than 10 today, so we're ahead of yesterday in that regard. Now we've just got to find half a dozen black carp. Yeah. Bit of anger in this guy as well. I don't know if I can give this guy any hurry up. Maybe just a touch. No, he didn't like that. I did fight one here yesterday for a fair while and the bugger jumped off. Now I don't normally set the hook. Some people tell me it's a waste of time and they lose less fish by not doing it. So that's the tactic I've employed. But for some reason yesterday I did set the hook on this fish, and within about 3 minutes it was gone. So I don't plan on doing it again. If I lose them, I lose them. But yeah. Well, we didn't have this guy in a lot closer than he is right now, so we'll see what happens. Now, I just fixed all my reels, so it's not the friction brakes worn on them. The friction brakes are all brand new. So it'll be a decent fish, this one. So it looks like we're going to have a fish on all the rods while we get this guy in. Slowly get this guy, I think. This is what hurts your bite rate when you stand there fighting this guy and you've got two others on there already, and you can't do anything for fear of losing this one. And I'll guarantee this will be the best fish. Nothing else is peeling line off, so he might have just swam towards me a little bit there. He was coming very easy. Oh, I thought he'd given up. There you go. Now he's off again a little bit. Definitely getting tired though. Oh, really? Wow. Yeah, yeah, for sure. Well, hopefully you'll get that back. Well, after the reset the other day, and when I left here, and I had that net full of fish, after the reset they're all still there. So I got my money back at Amber. It was only about 5% higher, but every little bit's a little bit. I didn't check the time I started this guy. I feel like I've been fighting him for ages. Okay, same as these ones then. I think they're pretty cheap to repair. These only cost me about roughly $350 each, I think. It was under $1,000 for the three of them. One of them didn't need quite as much, but let's see if we can't get him in a bit. Right, he's still got a little bit of life left in him. I've seen that middle rod light up for a bit. Maybe he's jumped off. Had that happen to me once yesterday as well here. Oh, that's a nice black carp there in the chat. 20 kilo, nearly 21. Not far to go now. Well, he doesn't run again. Just going to take my time here. I'm not going to try and hurry him up because last time we did that, he took off again. He'll pop the surface very soon, I think. A little bit of a ripple there. Well, certainly not a grassy. Looks fat and juicy. $17 kilo mirror. Oh, I'm not sure, mate. But I don't think so when I last played the game. I think this 8,000 was as high as you could go in this range. Well, it's early days. I think it just sort of kind of proved a point there. This one here with the lighter boilies, the 10 and the 14, without doubt it's caught more fish. But the one we just caught that mirror on with the bigger boilies is catching the bigger fish. And the poor old potato's lagging behind a bit today. What's going on? He definitely buggered off that one. I think we'll have to recast it. I don't know where he took me to, but you're kidding. Look at this thing. You got to be kidding me. Hey? Oh my God. How could I eat that hook? No way. So yeah, the fight on the mirror sort of killed our bite rate fractionally. So we've got 15 fish in 35. So 15 in 30 would have been maintaining the rage, but it took a few minutes. And now we had one in there to give the cut, didn't we? We had one to chop up. Where are you? There you are. Sorry, friend, you're not worth anything to me except a piece of bait. Oh, so they get another bite now. Let's hope it's slightly bigger than the 200-gram bream. I don't know if you were around last night, Authorizer, when Panda did his little comp here. He did a 3 fish comp, grass, black, and mirror. Everybody caught their black carp on the potato bait, and when I fished here afterwards, I caught all my blacks on the honey pear bait. Crazy. Captain Lockheed ended up winning it, but he had to change the potato to catch the black carp. Sort of more or less a baby grassy, 3 kilos. Oh, can you get that little peel again there on this reel? I don't know what I got it on. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that was an interesting competition that they had. There's about 9 of them in the end. Level 50 captain and another guy there, level 51. And if I'd have gone in, it would have been the lowest one at 30. But I decided just to spectate it. So when I fished here afterwards, after that competition, I was quite surprised when I started catching the black carp on the. I was expecting to catch them on the potato, and I caught them on the pear baits. Captain Lockheed won in the last few minutes. Panda was ahead. Panda was ahead for most of it. Right at the towards the very end, Captain Lockheed caught a black and knocked him out. Not this little fella here. Yep, they're the ones we want. Once again, that's on the smaller boilies. Yeah, it looks like we've got something bouncing around on here as well, have we? Yeah, not very big. Yeah, the other guy that played was level 51, so he's one above captain, was called Perch. I don't know where he comes from. I thought I was going to take that then, but no, decided not to. Yeah, yeah. One would have thought he might have had a little bit of an advantage with some skill or something, but no, captain got him in the end. I think he finished 3rd or 4th or something. He was up towards the top, but. It's a little bit quiet there for 10 seconds or so. Well, only one black. A lot of these little 3, 2.5, 3, 3, 3. All these, I guarantee, we caught them all on the small boilies. Oh, potato getting bumped around again. No commitment yet. Two of them getting banged on here, and no one committing yet. Oh, there we go. One down. Yeah, not real big, so I'd say it's a 3 to 5 kilo grassy, something like that probably. Oh, even smaller, 2.2. Yuck. Come on, fish, I'll do better than that. This one's small as well. There's a lot of small fish here today. Just on 4. Okay, come on, fish. Let's find some bigger ones. So I've got 19 3/4 an hour. Not too bad, I suppose, for Bear Lake, but they're not all big enough. I'll have to catch some a little bit bigger. I was reading this morning, there's another guy fished here catching, got a blue. There's been a few blue tags caught here actually, but he was fishing out at 25 metres, so not sure if that'd make a great deal of difference here. 3 metres, maybe. So I must have been on the VF for him because I couldn't work out what he had in his PVA. Another runner on this rod. So this will be a bit better than 2.2. Come on, fish, I just repaired my reels. Don't wreck them this quick. Listen to him run. Jeez, come on, bro. Might take a little bit of time, this guy. Have a little look at the clock and we'll just see how long it takes us. Well, at the minute, it looks like this is the only guy that's doing a run. Hopefully we'll take most of the bad manners out of this guy and he'll come towards us. This may well be bigger than the other one we got, that bigger than that mirror. He's certainly not very keen on coming too close to me at the moment. Well, even swimming towards us a little bit, which is a good sign, or not. Someone decided to send me a message. I guess I'll just have to wait for a minute. So I've been on the go with this guy 5 minutes so far. We really haven't gained too much on him. We wind a bit and then he goes again. Just like that. Still no movement on those reels, which is a good sign for us. But we seriously haven't moved this guy an inch. Time we wind in a couple of times, he just takes a little bit more back. Well, maybe we just gained a little bit this time. Okay, so we're getting back 3/4 of the way now. Hopefully he's out of energy. Yeah, he's definitely moving towards us now. Past that 3/4 mark, hopefully he's done. It's like a big dead weight now, I think. Like 10 minutes down into this fight. So I guess it'll be the second. Well, I mean, we'll count the black as a good fish anyway, even though it's only 5 kilo. Get a lot of silver for them. This will be our second decent big fish. So 3 probably real good fish in the hour. Not too bad. Not quite see this guy yet. There he is now. Yeah, nice lever. Good XP for that one as well. We'll take them all day. Thank you very much, sir. Okay. Let's get these other couple in and back out. So these two, well, we're still within our hour anyway, so these count within our first hour. Just inside the hour, which is good. Won't be too bad at fish, to be honest. Seven and a half leather as well. Geez, we're landing some leathers there, 3 in a row. Let's quickly run over to the bus and just see how much we would have got if we're going to sell them now. Make sure I'm running the right direction. Am I? A little bit further to the right. Oh, here's that big stump. I always look for this big stump here. You know, if you're heading for that, you're not far away from it. We won't sell them now. We'll hang on to them, just see what we end up with for the day. But I'm just interested to know what we would have got. $2.50 for an hour. So yeah, there you go. Oh, shite. This way, was it? Yeah, if I could get $2.50 an hour, I'm a happy camper, I can tell you. And we'll see how many fish we do end up with. Just here somewhere, isn't it? No, just there. Yeah. Yeah, if we end up with 70 or 80 fish, I'll probably keep them all and go sell them at Amber. But we'll see how we go in the stream time. So how many did we actually end up with over 1, 2, 3, 3 over 10. Yeah, pop him down. There you go. Could be a half decent fish on the potato here. This guy's not happy either. Doesn't like having that bit of steel in his mouth, that's for sure. Well, this will be fun, this guy, I think. Get a little bit more friction on him so we can tie him out a little bit quicker without wrecking the reel. He's showing no signs of backing off at all yet. Slow long haul back, I think. No, he said no, not yet. That one peeling off then, I think, too. I heard. Can't see anything happening there. Might be just my hearing. I thought I could hear that, but when I look down there, it's not peeling, so definitely going now though. Definitely saw it that time. Okay, so I've been on 5 minutes on this guy already, and he's in about the same boat as the last one. Just keep an eye on that one. I'll guarantee if I put this one down and check that one, I'll lose one of them, if not both. So I'll just try and stick with this one. Might be able to entice this guy to come a little quicker. Oh, he might decide to go for another run. Oh dear. Patience. There's only 188 spud left. I'll have to make some more bait. No, this one's coming, so well, I thought he was coming. Right, I've got a bit of pressure on him now, getting him in, so should get him in very soon, unless he misbehaves again. Almost. Don't know how much that one's peeled off, but hopefully not too much. Should see this one very soon. Just on the edge of the weed there. Oh, there he is. Decent lump of a lead. 18 kilo grassy. Nice. We have caught some decent fish already today, there's no doubt about that. Now, what have we got on this one? And see how much, he didn't peel much line off. Like when they run like that, you think, God, he's taken to line, but in reality, they haven't taken too much. Hopefully he's tired himself out a bit. Well, look at what he has. Not far to go with this guy now. Hurry him up a bit. Being close to home. Nearly 8 kilo grassy. Well, let's get this guy. Have a cup of coffee to fix that up a little bit. It's only a small one here by the look of it. That small's probably going to be 4 kilo. But after catching 18 kilo grasses, you're going to say it's small, aren't you? 5.5. Be happy for that any other time of the day. No, let's quickly see if I can check this message, see who it's from. It's a guy asked me a question yesterday. Good on you, mate. A little while back, I caught a trophy white bream at Oldberg. Took a bit of effort with like Sharp Still was giving me a few tips on the way through. We ended up changing the leader way down to a 3.4, and we finally got one. But that guy there's been fishing there, and he says it's pretty quiet. Yeah, if there's any more white bream spots or just bream spots that are working at Oldberg. So I gave him a couple that I knew about this morning. Hopefully he has some luck there. Okay, so I've got 10-second break. What are we up to? 26. Now we caught this first cast, so this is probably closer to the. So I've been streaming for an hour and 15, but I guess it took me 3 or 4 minutes to get everything set up. So this is probably pretty accurate. So 26 fish in an hour 11. That's pretty decent. And we got 1, 2, 3, 4 over 10. And these was well over 10, obviously. Okay, let's hope it keeps up. We are into hour number 2, so we can get 2 hours, we'll be pretty happy. Let's hope we can get at least 2 hours. I have not seen anybody post anything about fishing up there, that 55-63 spot in the last few days. Catching fish, nothing. So it's all been from here. I think our dry mix might be parts it's used by Dad as well. I can't remember how long this one was good for. Let's have a look. Okay, I'll just fire out a new one. I think it helped with the bite rate. I'm not 100% sure, but I think it did. Well, I don't know if that's just a pure coincidence or not. Put out a fresh brown bag or dry mix and get 2 bites. Disappointing size Gibel after catching a trophy on the first one. We did go for a little spate of that yesterday when I fished here. Caught 3 or 4 of them in a row. I'm kind of confused about the way this one's fighting as to what it will be. A little grassy. 7.5 kilo though. Sometimes I don't fight at all. I'm a bit of a worry then, you really don't know what you got. Oh, Toto getting tapped again. Going for a run now. It's about to fly over. Yep. Yep, not the biggest fish of the day, that's for sure. Small grassy. Come on, fella, I saw you going. Let's go. Finish it off. There you go. Not very big, though. Not pulling that over too far. Another Gibel. 1.7. So I got three Gibels today. This was the first one in our first minute of fishing. Look at the size of them. They're all big buggers. Well, that bite rate's certainly dropping now, isn't it? Oh, now we've got 2 getting tapped again. Bite rate improved rapidly. You know, mate, pull it down harder than that, surely. Doesn't look like it. It's going to be tiny fish, this one. Talking about all the big gibel we're catching, then we catch that. Thank you, sir. Much appreciated. And he took the biggest boilies. He couldn't have taken the small boilies, could he? Take the biggest ones. This one's a bit more substantial. And this is on the little boilies. And the potato's gone off in the middle as well. Wait, come back here, you. Thank you. 9 kilo. 9 kilo on the small boilies and 400 grams on the big boilies. Makes sense. What do we get on the potato? Anything? No, not too big. A couple of these guys are not much bigger than pan size, to be honest. Struggle to get a decent fillet off them. Look at this tiny little thing. Oh, definitely going in the bait bucket, that one. Choppity chop chop. Coming up. Turn him into a useful piece of fish. He's no good to me any other way. 67.3. One of these days I'll sit down and make a whole bunch of egg dough and boost that up, but won't happen in the short term. I guess the 2 main aims I have in the game right now is 100% ground bait and 100% bottom fishing. Now I can go back and do some other stuff I enjoy, like spin fishing at Balea and what have you. Bit of ultralight stuff. But also notice that the next fishing competition by RF4 is level 32 and up, so I might have to do a bit of work and try and get there. Not sure if I can achieve that. Maybe I can, but I've only got about 4 or 5 days to do it. But yeah, they give out some decent prizes, I'll give them that. I've never fished in one before. Now, what happened over here? Looks like we've got a fish on there, though. Another small one. Another bait bucket job. Certainly the size has disappeared, that's for sure. It's 3 minutes since we caught the last keeper. Yeah, got to get at least one every day. Can't cut 7 grams out of 1.5 kilo fish. Well, they pulled down a lot harder, so let's hope it's a lot bigger fish. I don't think this is a monster by any stretch of the imagination, but I think it'll be a decent enough keeper. Well, won't be going in the bait bucket, put it that way. Yeah, 5.5 kilos, good enough fish. Very nice. Very nice indeed. Another one coming up on the potato. Another tiny fish. Another one for the bait bin. Well, we'll deal with this guy first up. Another small grassy. Nope. Okay. Okay, give this little fella a chop as well. I'd like to catch a few more black carp actually. I did a lot better on the black last night than I'm doing right now. I got half a dozen in the first hour, but only got one today. So it must be very close to 1.5 hours, is it? 1 hour 26 by that. At 35. We're way behind what I got yesterday. I got 32 in the first hour yesterday. Check the weather again. Weren't planning on having any rain while we're here today at any stage. It hasn't changed. The weather's not going to get worse. What we might do, we might go back to our change this dry mix back to the one I was using yesterday. See if it actually. We did have it in earlier when we first started. Didn't seem to be working too good. I think it's this one. Yep. I'll put this one out. Give this one a bit of a go. This one's got some chopped up boilers in it, which the other one did not have, so it might work better. Yeah. Speak of blacks, and you catch a tiny one. What's going on with the potato here? Tapping away. Well, another small gibel. Keep it on the bait on this one and get low on one of those boilies, I think. I've got plenty of others different size, but not that small ones. Hopefully the bite drop off won't last too long. We'll pick back up once that dry mix starts to move around out there. We're getting tapped on the potato, but that's about it. Not making any commitment yet. Oh, here we go. Another runner on this. Well, there's another decent fish on here again. Well, he hasn't run anywhere near as far as the other guys did before. Not yet anyway. Coming in relatively easy, this fella. Now, they get all excited. It's coming up. Thank you. 8.5. Not so much about this guy. He's quite small. A little grassy. Under 3 kilo. Oh, excuse me 1 sec. I'll go to the little boy's room. Okay, back now. Looks like nothing happened while I was gone, unfortunately. Quite often you get that happens. So I must say we're over an hour and a half now, surely. 1 hour 37, okay. 39. Not a disastrous number, but could be better. I thought changing over the dry mix might help this, but doesn't look like it. That was the dry mix I was using yesterday here. what we might do for now is we will drop the potato for a while. We'll go with 3 boilie setups. And if it doesn't work, we will turn around and go the other way and do 3 potatoes. Well then, what have we got? 2 pop-ups, I think. So we'll go 18 and what's the other one? Honey pear. We'll go 20 and acid pear. Okay. So I'll see if this makes any difference, having 3 out there with the boilies. Okay. Another runner on this one. Seems to be a popular little scenario. So what have we got? Okay, so my time's 10:44. We'll give it till 11 on these boilies. If it drops off considerably, we'll switch over and put all 3 on potato, and just use the in-game grass and black carp ground bait. See what happens. I don't know how big this fish is. It's probably not a monster, but it's not going to be a bad fish. Yeah, as soon as we've changed that one, we've got a bite on that one as well. They should pop his head up shortly. No, he's going to go for another run instead. Oh, 11. Nice. Bit bigger than I thought. It's another fish over 10 kilo for the day, which is good. This guy looks like he might be alright as well. Okay, you can stop now. Thank you. I dare say this will be over 10 kilo as well. Maybe not. It's coming in a bit easy now. Still, it won't be bad whichever way. 7.3. A little disappointing, to be honest. Okay. It's not a world-beating bite rate, but it's not a disaster either. It's a little while back there, all we were catching was mirrors and leathers, and now all we're catching is grassies. But there's not much else coming up in the in-game chat either. A little bit of other stuff, but not a lot. No, you decided to give that up. What's our longest between bites? A couple of minutes there, or 6 minutes here. 4 minutes. 5 minutes. 3 minutes there. Did we really wait that long? 12 minutes between bites? I guess we did. Okay. So we'll give it another 9 minutes my time on these boilie setups. So if we don't really get a rapid improvement, I'm going to change them all over to potato. But someone did say yesterday potato was even slower, but we'll give it a crack. Oh, there he goes. No world beater. Just another grassy. I did it alright here last week fishing with cranberry as well. But, haven't heard of anyone doing any good on it this week though. Well, started to go down hard and then stopped. I thought, well, maybe we're on a good one, but I'm not sure now. No, just a Mr. Average, I think. Just look like a common. First one of the day. First common carp of the day. So yesterday we got but I think that was on the potato too. We got a tench and a barbel, I guess, to round off the field that we had yesterday. Oh well, that's the second one of the day. 2 trophy gibels here. Now, honey cream. So we need the pear one. What's the pear setup look like? 16. Plenty of them. Yeah, I don't think I've ever done that before. 2 trophy gibel in one day or one session. Yeah, there and there. So what was our time down here now? 1 hour 52. 44 fish in the bag. That's 22 an hour. When we checked after the first hour, we could have cashed them in for 250 silver. So we'll do the same on this hour. We'll go and check this one as well later in a minute. Still got time for the hour to tick over yet. Well, as far as we're concerned, the bite rate's dropped off, but look at the in-game chat. There's a few guys who are still pumping a few. Maybe they're using slightly different bait than us, I don't know. Well, whatever this guy is, he'll still count for the second hour. Right, he decided not to take it. Quick time check on this, 1:54. So I reckon about another 3 or 4 minutes will actually be the 2 hours. Then we'll run over. Oh, here was that in-game chat, that fishing comp I was talking about before. So if you're level 32 and above, you can participate. Oh, and have the standalone game, not the Steam copy. I haven't said what fish they're going for yet, but I think they're going to tell you that 3 days before the event. Yeah, I don't think there's any chance I can get to level 32 by then to participate in that. I just don't fish enough. Quick check. 156. Oh. So this guy's got time to be in the count in the 2 hours if he hooks up. Well, looks like he's on there. See how big he is, or small. Maybe mid-size even. It looks like we're breaking away from the grassies for a change, for a minute. 6.8 mirror. So I think how many fish over 10 have we got now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 over 10. It's not bad. Yesterday I didn't have any when I fished here yesterday. Well, this guy will probably just count if he hooks up quickly. Which he did. Probably going to be a sort of half decent fish as well. Not going to be fish of the day, but he's a little bit of size about him. Once again, no grassy, which is good to see. These guys seem to be a lot easier on your gear than the grass carp. The grass carp destroy you. There you go, 11.5. Nice. So that's going to take our funds up a bit. Okay, 203. I think that's a fair call. We should just run over and have a look and see if I was to catch my fish now, how much would I get? Thank God it's not far to go here. I would not be doing this at Amber. That's just out of interest. We're not going to sell them here, but 491. So we had 250. So we're about 10 silver short in the second hour. About 10 short. But if it's over 200 an hour for me, I've got to be happy with that. We didn't miss any while we're gone. Let's just, for the heck of it, switch over and put them all on potato and normal grass black carp ground bait. We'll give it a go for 10 or 15 minutes. If it's garbage, well, we can just switch back. It's not a big deal. Look, Rick. Potato. Shouldn't change that. No, doesn't change it. That's good. This could be a smart move or it could be a dumb move. I've no idea. But you don't try a few things, you never know anything, do you? I guess it won't take too long to work out if it's going to work or not. Like when I get a bite in 5 or 10 minutes, well, we'll just have to revert back. Let me check the time, 11:08. The sun will come up shortly. Hopefully the bite rate improves and we will catch a few on potato. I don't know what my trophy card looks like here. It's probably bare. No, not this page, is it? Not that page. I want stats. That's the one. Trophies for Bear Lake. Well, we got the Gibel today. I think that was today, was it? Yeah. So we got one here. But all these ones we should be able to get. Common even. Crucian even. So I must have caught that guy. I saw Crucian the other day. I must have caught him at Amber. Anyway, so we've got plenty of room to manoeuvre there for sure. I mean, someone must know where there's a white bream spot here. If you need them as a trophy, someone's got it. I know it's worthwhile looking up the weeklies on that. Let's go to other region. Probably won't be any though, will it? No one will have caught one here. Where are they? Down near the bottom. White bream. Oh, look at that, Bear Lake. Top of the Joe. Sweet cream pellets, 8 and 12. Look at that, 5 different water bodies for the so that's obviously that. Not bloodworm, an intense bloodworm. That was this year, not long ago. Cheese as well. Well, that's a sweet cream seems to have a bit of a flavour there. But the bloodworm do alright as well. Oh well, maybe a challenge for another day. Well, potato's not hitting it off so far. I can see a reversion coming up here in about 5 minutes. It's funny though, when I had the one potato out there between the other two before, we got several fish on it. Now it's just killing our average in our time, but maybe we just worn out our welcome here, 2 hours. As I say that, we got a nibble, did we? Yeah, there we go. So are we going to pull it over? That's going to be disappointing. That's the best you can do. Really? That's it? Okay. But you're not very big. Another Gibel little one. So this is where the dilemma begins, and we change back the bait here, and then what happens if we catch nothing? Well, then we have to move, I guess. Actually, what I think we might do is we'll go back to boilies, but I'm going to put a cocos and cream one out as well. And a couple of the pear ones. Well, I'm going to call the potato a fail. It's had 5 minutes and we've had one tiny little bite. Okay, mix it up again. Let's confuse these fish the best way we know how. No, that'll be 6 one does the other. Pop up boy, pop up boy. No, this one will just go this way. Cakes of cream 16. Where are you? Cake of nectar. Now we get a little bite on the potato, of course. Yeah, I'm aiming that almost to the left-hand side of the bloody weeds, but it fires off the other way. You haven't looked up yet, so we've got time to change this one. This one's too pop up. Honey cream 14. Oh, Viz, how you going, buddy? It was going fine. We just seemed to have dropped off in the last 5 to 10 minutes. So we've tried a couple of different things that tried to go all potato. That did not really work. So now we're trying a couple other things. So we've got 47 fish in 2 hours. Or thereabouts. We're making just under 250 silver an hour at the moment as well. We'll just deal this guy and then we'll change this one over as well. It's not very big. Have got 2 trophy Gibel here though today already. What have we got here? What is this? Tiny little grassy. Into the bait bin you go. Yeah. Oh, I think I do a bit more fishing than you though, mate. I don't have, there's nothing else in my life gets in the way of my fishing, so I'm a bit lucky like that, unlike yourself. Have to deal with school and stuff. And we might just, now let's go real hard and put the 24 on there and see. 26. It's probably not the right rod to have that on, but anyway, we'll give it a go. Let's test the fish gods with that. Did not really want to do that, but anyway, bump with a finger. We'll test the fish gods on this rig here, our weakest rig and the biggest boilie setup. So yeah, so this is our bag so far today. Not too bad, the numbers. The Gibels there, got two trophies. Unfortunately, they're only trophies. We need a couple of blacks, a million grassies, yeah, and a couple of leathers and a couple of mirrors. So all in all, it's been pretty decent. It's just slowing up a bit now after 2 hours. So just don't want it to dry up too much. Maybe give it 10 minutes. If it doesn't do any good, we'll move. We'll go up to the other spot for half an hour and come back. Give this one a break. So I don't know. We look at the old bag here. 15, 20, last say 24. No, okay. Well, you've still got a fair way to go, haven't you? That's been a real struggle for you lately. 24 minutes. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in nearly half an hour. So it's not that good. Yeah, log at 610 XP since yesterday or the day before. Day before. Well, I've been hitting a couple of. I've got a few exotics at Amber lately, so that's certainly helped out. Well, this is pretty much yuck right now. I think we'll go up and give the other spot a crack, even if just to give. Oh, now we get snagged here. One more go. Doesn't work. I'll be logging out and logging back in. That's it. I'll be back in 2 secs, guys. Hang about. It's an annoying part of the game, to be fair. Certainly not a feature. Happened to me a few times lately, though. Too often. Yeah. Yeah, you got to live your life, mate. That's why I only do a few hours a day myself, Monday to Friday. I don't do weekends. You know, I might play for a couple of hours on the weekend, but it might be half an hour here and disappear for an hour and do something else and come back to it. That's why I don't stream it. I can't make that 4-hour commitment. Okay. Now, I wonder if just going back to the same spot would be okay now that we've had to relog. Let's go try it, I guess. See if I log out and log back in makes a difference or not. Yeah, just have to reset everything here. Sometimes we lose the clip, sometimes we don't. We did this occasion. Yeah, you'll get there. There's no rush. I mean, I stopped playing the game for a few years and just come back to it, so that's why I'm still level 30. Sometimes there's other things are more important in life than playing a fishing game. Okay. We'll soon know if the snag was a good or a bad thing. We're getting a bite already, so we weren't getting any bites before. Yeah, I haven't done much fishing, real live fishing for a long time. I've actually got rods and reels and everything here, but just sort of where I am, there's no fish close by. We'd have to travel to catch them. And I don't like, I won't go, I'm not a fan of freshwater fishing. There's a few freshwater fishing parks not too far from where we are. You can go and pay them money and catch monsters and then release them. It doesn't really appeal to me. Well, I can see me very quickly stripping that cocos off the first rod and putting it back to what it was before. After this one's hooked up 2 fish in no time at all. Well, it's going to hook up 2 fish. It's hooked up 2 fish. Okay. You should always, if you're going to leave here, and because you need to buy bait, you should always go and check mosquito and winding before you go to Volkov. Because sometimes you can buy them there, and then of course you don't have to pay any money to travel there. Not always, but sometimes you definitely can. Right, now we're going to change this. No, we want 2 of them. We'll go the smaller way this way. Yeah, it's as I say, it's not going to work every time. Like I was looking for, was it one of these 2? Might have been one of these 2 in a 20 this morning, and I couldn't get it. It was sold out in both of them, but it's not always sold out, especially if you're trying to buy something that not everyone else is using right now. Because you can go and check both. Well, there's other reason that you can go and check both of them out. Cost you nothing, and also you can get a free feed at both of them and top everything up before you come back to here. Not that eating food makes much difference in the game. I don't think I've eaten food for weeks. Just tea and coffee is all you need. A little fella here. I'll have to get my filleting knife out again. Right, you little fella. Just see if he was 2 kilo, I'd get 2 pieces. Because he's 1995, I'll get 1 piece. Or it'll say, screw you, you're not having anything. Okay, fine. Can't remember what have I got at this time? 1460. Well, I can hear that. Yeah. Stop running pretty quick though. I have got that up, haven't I? Yeah. Sometimes I forget to put it and I leave it on 16. I wonder why they scream off at 100 mile an hour. So doing that little potato bit was a bit of a waste of time. I guess the only benefit of it was I got snagged and had to re-log, and we've done a lot better since. Not bad. Come on, you going to hook up or not? I don't normally do mine till the friction's probably about 30%, but then it becomes really noticeable. I did these 3 a couple of days ago. Cost me just under 1,000 for the 3 of them, I think it was. Oh, we've turned him around, have we? Is he coming now or not? I think so. Although I did have a leather behave similar to this before, that not 19 kilo leather, but this one's not 19 kilos though. I think that's all I've caught since I got back, and it was grassies. Yep, 6. Oh, I don't think we've got a new bottle of dip there somewhere. We do indeed. What strength of coffee am I drinking at the moment? 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10, that's okay. Yeah, I don't know how bad these are now. I mean, I only did them a couple of days ago, so They shouldn't be too bad. 0.8. 1.4. 4.7. So we'll see if we can keep up the bite rate. We sort of, when do we relog here? I've got 4 grasses since we come back. Yeah, I think 4K Silver, you got more than me at the minute. I think I'm under 3. Well, getting some action here. What's going on with this fella? Kind of think there's a fish here. Yep, they're not very big though. Oh, I didn't put the new dip on this guy, did I? Oh, another one for the cutting board. Nothing's hit these big boilies yet. I think he might have jumped on as well. He's not very big. Or is he? No, he's not. You know. Went through this stage not that long ago. That tiny little black by the look of it. Oh well. Chop you up a piece of bait as well. Sharpen up that knife. Should get 2 pieces out of this one. All right, bud. Take care. Try and enjoy yourself at school. I hated it when I went, but hope you enjoy yourself. They get 2 pieces. Have a nice day, mate. Another little fish here. Well, we finally tipped it over, but only just. $4 kilo grassy. Hopefully we'll get through the weight of grassies here and find a few more mirrors or letters or even a trophy common would do. Now we've got something to tap the big boilies on the end there. Scary thought. Sort of kind of quiet, isn't it? Not sure what to do here. What have we got since we come back? We've still only got 5 small grassies, really. We'll go up the top spot and have a look. I haven't read anything good coming out of there for a while, but we'll go and try anyway. Give this one a rest for a little bit, 10-15 minutes or something, and maybe come back. And someone there just pulls out a 22 kilo, or all but 23 kilo mirror. We haven't looked close to doing that. Right. Let's go for a gallop up this way. Is it over here somewhere? Okay. Shorten the clip by, whoop, whoa. What on earth did I have that one on? Anyway, shorten the clip by 21. Maybe I had that on 25, did I? Someone was catching fish here on 25. I can't use that as an excuse when I catch anything. Someone caught a trophy there. Might have been a trophy common, I think, off a 25 clip there. Okay. Fingers crossed that we get a bite or two here. Threw out a bit too much line, mate. And now, because we've got them all back on similar bait, we can put this little glider out as well. Try this one. Yeah. I think we did a little better on this one than the other one. Fingers crossed we catch a fish or two here. I've no idea. Haven't fished here for a while. Have not read anything good about this spot for a while. Maybe I've got the totally wrong baits on for here. Maybe I should have cocos and cranberry. I don't know. But we can have a little play around here for a while and see what happens. Let's change this guy over to cocos and cream, see if that makes a difference. So if we can't get the bite somehow. It's almost trying to buy a bite, changing stuff up until we get something that hits. I think the last time I was successful here, I was using cranberry. We'll stick bear out for another 10 or 15. If we don't get a big improvement, I do have a spot at Sura that I have not fished that I want to try for some carp. I think big heads and silvers, I think they'll caught them. Or maybe we'll go there for an hour and finish up at Sura. Not even one nibble so far. Let's try this one. We'll change this one up and we'll put it on cranberry and see what happens. Hopefully we can entice a bite somehow. Terrible. Absolutely terrible. Oh, there we go. Finally get a bite. I think I'd hardly bend the rod over, it's that small. A little eyed, I can't even cut up the bait. And a very expensive piece of boilie bait for that eyed. And, I'm not showing any interest in any other type of bait. But we may well have outworn our welcome here. We're pretty much on fire the first couple of hours, really. Well, let's put that in the door now. Oh, look at that. As soon as I say that, my God. Can it keep us here for another 5 minutes or so? It probably can, I guess. $4 kilo mirror. All right. Now we're getting a bite on the cocos and cream. No, doesn't want to. Yes, maybe. Not made up its mind yet. There he goes. It's kind of a half decent fish, this one. That's for sure. Oh, still got a bit of run in him. Interesting. Top up on the coffee. He's not far away, but he's just pulling away. He doesn't want to come in, that's for sure. Maybe he's had enough now, giving up. That's hard to work out sometimes. I mean, they fight like a buggery, some of them. Oh, we have to give it a few more minutes. Can't disappear from a spot that you're just catching a fish. So we'll give it a few more minutes here. Sure, how many night crawls have I got? Where are they? Oh, plenty. If we go to Sura, that's what I'll use them for bait and night crawlers. How long we got to go to the 3-hour fishing mark? According to this, about 8 minutes. And that's going to be terrible, actually. Now, I mean, this last hour has been woeful. 11, 12 hour and 2 minutes, really. 11 or 12 in the hour. I mean, it's pretty ordinary. And what we'll do when we leave here, we will go and check how much we would get here, and then we'll sell them at Sura and see if there's a difference there, or how much is the difference. I took a bag from here the other day and sold them at Amber. Made about an extra 5%, maybe a little bit more. Yeah. So if you got small number of fish, it probably doesn't matter that much. But if you got more than, I can't remember how many I had. I probably had 40 odd, I think. Now I've got 50 something. So maybe make a few more bits of silver. I need all the ones I can get. I keep spending it on bait. Everyone keeps changing the boilies they want to catch fish on. Well, this spot's been pretty ordinary. I would not recommend to anybody to come here. I mean, 44.50 was pretty good for the first 2 hours. It's sort of lacking now. You get a bite on the cranberry at last, and we're getting a bite. Why do they always do this to me? There's two lines getting attacked here. I'm pretty sure that first one was getting hit as well. I could see the line moving in the water. This ain't going to make me stick around, though. In fact, let's put that away. And we'll deal with this. Yeah, I don't think it's going to hit. The line was definitely moving, but too far away, eh? Right, we'll go and see what we can get here, and that's got a fish on there. Once again, it's another minnow. What have we got here? The 1.9 kilo eyed. At least he's a keeper. What do we catch that on? Honey cream and honey pear. Fair enough, I guess. Right, now. Check map. Do not run in the wrong direction. Aim for that building over there. I don't think that's it though, is it? Yeah, it is. So, if we were to sell that fish here, we would get 570. But we're not going to do that. We're going to sell them at Sura, and we'll see what we can get there. All I have to do now is remember where the fish market is. Change the stream title. Okay. So people know where we are. Cafe, we can't build cafe, can we? That fish market there. Minimal, isn't it? Not a lot there. But there's a couple of shackles more. Couple of shackles more. Now, where do I want to go? I want to go up there somewhere. Where was it? Up here. G3. Well, I've not done much fishing there at all. I've done a bit straight off to the right down there on that, what's that one down there? 8132 with, to put it kindly, average results. I have fished some spot up here before, but not this particular one. Why is my lot not on? Yeah, not this particular spot. I'm not even sure how far around it is, to be honest. So we're back in the old Russian fishing for cross-country run again. Good check on the map. Well, we've still got a way to go yet. It's almost like doing a lap around Amber here. Yeah, this way a bit. So I don't think it's all that much further. It might be here, is it? Yep, this looks like about it. Okay. So we're definitely switching back to loop rigs here. He just used sinkers. He wasn't using any feed mix around it. Just reduce this down to a 1 if we have any. Not a real fan of these hooks, but that's what we'll use for now. Put a night crawler on there. And 25 clip. Let's see if we're just shoot straight out. I think we'll just try that. Never fished here. Just saw someone this morning. Might have been on the Facebook page because otherwise I wouldn't have known it was night crawlers. So I can't read. I can't read the Russian one. So yeah. He had a decent sized bag. I didn't really spend a lot of time looking at how long he fished though. I'll leave that one on for an extra large for a minute, see what happens, if anything. So he didn't use any ground bait. So we get lucky or we don't get lucky. No idea. Can always go back to that other spot if this does not work. Try a slightly smaller hook. We'll go for a 2 here. To see if it makes any difference on bait, on bites, I should say. Righto, so let's hope something happens because I've never fished here. And every other time spot I fish here, we're using some sort of boilie setup. So first time with night crawlers as well. But we'll give it a couple of hours in game time and see what happens. Well, it's about the same bite rate as Bear Lake, isn't it? Just having a quick flick back to see if I can see the post. Or how long ago it was even. It could have been a few days ago he put that post up actually. Can't see it. Certainly deadly quiet here, isn't it? No, it was on the Russian VK forum. So he had 36 fish in about 2 hours. So, yep, just use a night crawler, no ground bait. Exactly the setup that we've got right now. I'll probably guarantee for me it will reveal nothing. That was only like a few hours ago. Maybe, what are we now, 12 o'clock, maybe 10 hours ago. But we're certainly not having any luck here, are we? Oh, there we go. We did get a bite on one there. Some small fish. A bimba. Certainly not the target fish. Hopefully we can make something else pop here. So we'll give it a punch it out here for about 15 minutes if we don't have any joy. We'll get another one there. We might end up at Amber yet for half an hour. We'll wait and see. No, just another Vimba. No, 1.1 kilo eyed. I wonder if we should be casting more that way. I'm not sure. Of course, it just casts directly to the right no matter what you want to do. So we're trying to get silver carp and big-headed carp here. That's what we're after. And we get a Vimba and an eyed. Perfect. Now, if a trophy buyer one of them decide to jump on, well, I won't complain, but big heads and silvers. A little bit of a tap on that first rod then, but didn't hook it up. Yeah, it's a tap on the VK forum, put a post up for here. You hit about 36 of them in 2 hours, so thought why not give it a try? But we're not having that sort of luck, that's for sure. Try this for about another 10 minutes. If no joy, we'll finish off at Amber for half an hour and fish in the pond. It's the second time that one's had a little lean forward like that. Oh, still not a monster, this one. Tiny little thing. And we got this time another Vimba. I guess half a kilo gives you 1100. It's not too bad. Well, I'd like to catch at least one of the target fish. Just as bad as Bear Lake here. Oh, I'm nearly sick of looking at these rods myself. We'll give it another 1 hour in game time. I never get a bite in the middle one. Look at that. As soon as I say that, you get a bite. Anyway, we'll give it an hour in game time. If we don't pick up considerably, which I don't think we're going to do. Yeah, someone just caught a big head carp around here. We'll wander off, go to Amber. I mean, I could switch it up and put a boilie set up on here and try that. Perhaps I should do that on one rod before we go. Let's quickly do that. Can't remember what they are though, whether they're pop-ups or sinking boilies. I'm not sure. Let me have a quick look. Weights. Yeah, what one we're looking for? Okay, they're definitely sinkers, eh? So what was it? Crab and mussel. Yeah, sinking. So classic hair rig we need. Give this a go. Can't do any worse, can it? Two sinkings. We'll put the smaller one on first. We'll try that. Mussels. See if it makes any difference. We'll give it 5 minutes. Getting tapped on the middle one. Something small again. Not going to be our target. Not when it's tapping away like that. Running around with the bait there now. Well, it's a target fish. It's just a bit small. Maybe the other rod will pick one up a bit better. Still tapping away on it, doing nothing. Well, it's the biggest fish we've caught here. It took a while to get one, but we finally got one. Well, 5 kilo fish gets 700 XP. It's not really attractive, is it? I don't even know that they're worth that much money, are they? I can't remember. Oh, another little fish happening here. I don't think it's a monster either, although that went down pretty decent. Well, it's not the right colour for what we're looking for, I don't think, is it? Oh, hello. It's 2 pieces of bait, but it gives me a qualification somewhere. Chop him up, 2 pieces of bait, unless we're unsuccessful, of course, which wouldn't surprise me. Two pieces, very nice. So it's a pretty slow old bite rate. And we've got 1 target fish. And these guys here are actually worth more XP than him, so yeah. Well, I think we'll zoom off to Amber for the last 30 minutes. Was not doing anything there. Let's go. And we'll just run around. We'll just fish in the in the pond. Actually, I know one spot we'll do. I haven't fished for a while. Very close. That's what we'll try. Haven't fished here for a few weeks. This spot. It did have its a few good days. I don't know what it's like now. Now the only thing I'm not sure here now is what baits to use here. We're going to change that for a start. We don't want that one on there. Pellet first, I think we'll try. So halibut 18, tuna 18, and Atlantic tuna. What was the other one we were using? Can't right remember. Anyway, well now we've got this one. We'll try that Atlantic tuna. Put out 35. I can't also remember what dip I was using with this last time. Must have been the halibut. Now this one we want to go with. I think it was a pop-up. I think it might have been 2 boilies again, I think, wasn't it? Let's have a look. I used this one in here yesterday. Someone said about salmon in here. Maybe it was just a standard one. Yeah, I think it's just a. I caught a redfish on this in here yesterday. Where are you, salmon? Salmon purple. Must have something salmon, did we? Spicy salmon, yep. Okay. 35. Oh, what do we not got on there now? We haven't put the lead core on there. Okay. Right. Let's fire this one out there. Probably just far enough, that one. So yes, but not fishing from here, fishing from over in the reeds, wherever they are. Where are they? Over there somewhere, directly opposite. Yeah, I've got one redfish, and this one was. I always seem to have this on this rod, and for some reason, it nearly always works. Nearly always. I'm probably going to catch nothing here, but anyway. So I've not fished off here for a while. It was a spot for a few days. Well, I think then I went dead after that, but so we've got a bit under half hour to go before I'm going to call it a day, and we'll see what happens. Plenty of time here to switch up a few baits and test a couple. When I used the salmon yesterday, it was quite slow to start. And then caught quite a few smallish fish anyway. And then threw me up a 5 kilo redfish. So it's a yucky start, isn't it? Well, 0 bites. Let's make our first change. Make our first change. Garlic mussels. Mussels green. Mussels. Couple more minutes here, we don't get a bite. We'll run around the other side and fish between the reeds for a bit. Yeah, I think not a bite here. We'll go around the other side. So really today, the first 2 hours were pretty damn decent, and the last 2 hours have been absolute terrible. So thanks for this spot for nothing today. Couldn't provide us with the fish. And we've got to run around the other side. I mean, you think you could fish from some of these spots here. I mean, you'd be hitting the same water, but they just don't seem to work. Same as that platform. I've never heard of anyone catching fish off that platform. I mean, that's why we're fishing directly opposite. We're probably going to be fishing in the same bit of water almost, but anyway. Yeah, we'll leave these. I'm going to change that. I'm going to change that to spicy halibut. We didn't get a bite on that. So we'll go back to what we know and we'll see what happens. We've got about just under 20 minutes to make a difference. Do I want to go with the salmon again? Yeah, why not? So I did catch some fish on here yesterday, and I did catch a redfish. And that was the reason why I used it. Someone said that people were catching exotics on it. And this setup here was the one I caught my trophy mirror on here, so it should work. One would hope. Anyway, can't do much more for the day. But no, I don't know if I've got anything in the dry mix bag here I can put in this one. Well, that was a salmon one I made yesterday. Got a few mussel mixes. I've got mussel and halibut. No. Tube halibut. Has that got it's all cranberry and blackcurrant, that little fellow. And it's all strawberry. So I really don't have anything. I don't want to make anything up now. I guess we just ride it out for a bit. And if it works, it works. If it doesn't, well, we just call it quits for the day. Well, we could give it a few more minutes here and go and hit that other platform. Although that didn't fish too well for me last time I fished there. Another deathly quiet spot. Might be just me today. Might be just my day. Not going to happen. Terrible. When there's fish being caught, it's just we're not catching them. Let's I don't even know which way to go here, to be honest. Let's go with the mulberry, see if we get a bite. It used to be the old 100% fallback option. Let's give this one a couple of minutes and see if anything happens here. So really this last half hour or so since we left Bear Lake has been an absolute disaster. It's not been profitable at all. I thought coming back here and fish here we'd catch some fish for sure. Well, we got a tap on the mulberry. Well, that's a start. Yeah, if we just make it a half decent fish and then we can change the others up then and maybe we will see out the day here. Certainly not a big fish. A little common. Oh, no. Bait-sized linear even. Oh my God. I'm not even going to catch a keeper here. Not even going to catch a keeper. And he needed another 100 grams to give me 3 pieces of bait. What to do? Oh, here we go. Little tap out here. Well, I think this one will be at least be a keeper. It's no monster, but it'll be a saleable fish, this one. Thank God we got one. This spot is fishing quite well lately, so 7 kilo mirror, that's not bad. So if you're going to fish amber at all and you're going to fish the other spots, as you should, but you should always give yourself 10 minutes to fish here. So I caught my trophy mirror in here. It was just a couple of kilo light for a blue tag. Close as I've been, anyway. So in actual fact, I think we've caught less than 20 fish in the last 2 hours. We got 50 fish in the first 2. Be nice to catch another one or two here before we wrap it up. All too quiet. We have time to pack up here and go and have a quick cast off the other platform. Ain't got much time left today, but we'll leave this bait set up on this one. This one's fine, I think. I don't think anyone's ever caught a fish there using, well, I don't know that. I've never caught a fish there using a fruit setup, so we'll have to change this one when we get there. And we could probably leave this one when we get there. And I don't think I've used this setup there, but we'll give it a go. Okay. Now, my memory is just it's not that far. It's up here somewhere, not too far away. There it is. So I'll just bang this one out. We'll bang this one out. And we'll just change this one to, what will we change to? Let's have a change. Let's go to artificial corn and we'll put a squid yellow squid and fish mix. And this is how we're going to see out the day. Hopefully at least one of them will get hit before we finish. Although this spot is this spot's hot and cold as well. Well, hopefully we get something, but it looks like we're going to on a pretty bad note, to be honest. Not a strong point of the day for sure. We'll have to see what happens over the weekend and dream up a plan for Monday. I could find somewhere more active at Tuba, I'd go and fish there, but the bite rate there always seems a bit slow for me. I think we've had enough of Bear Lake for a while. Done a couple of streams there lately. And I do want to concentrate on getting the bottom fishing up to 100. And then dragging the ground bait up there with it. The ground bait's already at 95 plus. And the bottom fish is just not quite 92, I don't think. 91.8 or something like that. 91.9. So get these two to 100. And then can start playing with these two again. Yeah. That's the game plan. Anyway, we'll see how that pans out over the next few months. It doesn't look like we're going to get a bite here. Looks like we needed to go further afield here. We could have gone down to the what was it, 122.55 platform. It's been giving up some fish lately on this bait setup here. The halibut and tuna pellets, but they're not working here at this spot. Well, I think we'll recover our gear and call it a day. Go and collect our 5 shekels, so that'll be about all we'll get. I've got no idea what timber are worth. We'll go and have a look at that, I guess. Yeah. Bit of a poor ending, to be fair. Not happy about that, but nothing to do about it. I'll definitely do a bit over the weekend and try and find somewhere positive to start off Monday morning. I was quite happy with the first 2 hours of bear. 250 silver an hour was not too bad. But what we're going to collect now is going to be the total sum of the second 2 hours, which is going to be feeble. Perhaps that's not quite true. There's probably another 100 silver add on to this one. But yeah, it's not a great finish to the day, but it is what it is. But the price of the Vimba, they're all worth more than a big head carp. I don't think I'll bother fishing for them again. 39, so probably 139 for the last 2 hours. Terrible. All right, people, thank you one and all for your time today. Appreciate each and everyone dropping in. Yeah, I don't know what else to say. The last hour or so was terrible, and hopefully we'll get a better day on Monday. Everyone have a great weekend. Stay safe, take care, and bye for now.